March Mayhem is just around the corner. Head to nolimitboxing.com.au for all of your ticketing information, everything that you need to know about our No Limit on Fox events, our pay-per-view events, everything that's coming up. You can find it there on nolimitboxing.com.au. Click on the link in our show notes, and that's where you can find it all. Also, head to ticketmaster.com.au for your tickets for our Sam Goodman headlined doubleheader, Isaac Hardman, Wollongong, March 13th. It's going down. It's our first pay-per-view to open the year. Make sure you get the Ticketmaster and get your tickets. Be a part of it. See it all live. They all like Dragons reps and that, or what did you do?
I didn't play any reps.
No reps.
I only made schoolboys at 18 and that was it.
Wow.
I was hunting for girls all the way to. Then my dad said at 16, he goes, "Do you want to work?" I said, "Yeah, I wouldn't mind." So I went and worked, did apprenticeship for chef. I wanted to be a chef.
Yeah, nice.
3 days into it, I quit. So fuck this. The
Hold that one. I'm going to ask you that one again.
The chef made me cut 3 days straight onions.
Oh.
And then I was like, you know what, fuck this. I said, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I walked out. So the third day, the first day, he goes, yeah, just cut onions. So I cut onions. The second day, did the same thing. By the third day, I got there in the morning, and there was onions at the same spot. I said, fuck, I walked straight back out. I said, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah. I was just crying. All I remember was crying for 3 days, or 2 days in a row.
What were you crying over, though? Were you crying over you were hating it, or were you crying for the onions?
No, on both. It was both. Fuck yeah, no. I'll never again, man.
That's good.
I said, I don't know how they do it, but apparently that's what you got to do when you start off.
Yeah.
I said, fuck, cut onion 3 days. No, thank you.
I suppose it's like trying to break you as a footballer, and then build you up.
No, well, this is what, before I even wanted to be a footballer.
Yeah.
And then after that, I swear to God, I made a decision. I'm going to be a football player. I said, nah, no more chasing girls. For a whole year, I didn't eat McDonald's. I went for a run every day. Did 3Ks every day for the whole year, even on Sundays. And my mum used to say, no running on Sundays at church. I said, I've got to change my ways. And I did that for a whole year. Then I made schoolboys that very year.
That's mad.
Yeah, I killed it. And then I was so fit. The beep test, they had to stop it. That's how fit I was. They had to stop the beep test.
I've only ever heard that happen to a few people.
No, because the winger and me, he used to play for Canberra, and he was a winger, and I was a back rower. And they were like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, I just didn't want him to beat me.
Yeah.
That was my that's how crazy I was. I just don't want to beat me. Didn't want anyone to beat me. So me and him kept going, and then they said, stop. They stopped it. Yeah, I think we got like 13-5, but they just stopped it because everyone pulled out by 11. And then, yeah. That's how fit I was. I was so fit, and then Roosters picked me up, and then went downhill from there. I met the Bondi boys.
Yeah. All right, welcome back to the No Limit Boxing Podcast. Hope you've been enjoying the last few weeks. We've had a lot of fun with our guests that we've had on. Let's go straight into the news from the weekend. We've had some big fights on the weekend, some fights that affect some of our No Limit Boxing fighters. We've had O'Shaquie Foster defending his world title, getting a split decision win over Nova on the weekend. A great fight. At the end of the fight, or following on from the fight, he mentioned that he'd love to fight the winner of Liam Wilson and Oscar Valdez. So that's a huge statement for us and for Liam Wilson. Liam's got a massive fight coming up, 29th of March over in Arizona against Oscar Valdez, and really opens up some opportunities for him. So a fight against Foster could be in the future, especially after Foster's just called him out. So that was really good news for us to hear and for Liam to aspire to. I know he's locked down in camp right now, focused on Valdez, but big fights more on the horizon for Liam Wilson, which is great news. We also saw the UFC over the weekend, UFC 298, 3 Aussies fighting on that one. Unfortunately, Volkanovski got knocked off, which was really disappointing. Obviously a big fan base here. He's been on a lot of our cards, commentating and been a big supporter of No Limit. And luckily enough, we still have a Wollongong guy holding the torch for Wollongong in Sam Goodman, who's fighting on March 13th in his first headline pay-per-view. So that's going to be a fantastic one. Also on the card, Junior Tuffa taking the fight on the shortest notice in UFC history. Unbelievable. Junior's a guy who's fought on our cards as well. So he's, big shout out to Junior. Big balls, big heart, great performance. Unlucky in the end, but we did have a winner on the day, Rob Whittaker. Fantastic fight. Absolutely love what Rob did. Rob, former sparring partner of Timmy Zoo. He's helped him get prepared a lot in the past, and they've done a lot of work together. Really great work ethic. Great to see Rob back on top. Rob's actually trained by Doyle Boxing, who also is training Curtis Scott, who is fighting on our March 13th card against our guest for today, Joey Leilua. Big fight coming up on March 13th. Really excited to have you on today. Thanks really looking forward to seeing you back in the ring. But you had me nervous. You had me really nervous because I know we signed this fight, about a month or so back. But you just had a fight on the weekend leading into this one. So I was nervous to see how you go. How did you go on the weekend?
It was a quick one. I think it was only 13 seconds. It was 13. Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't a fight I wanted. I wanted a tougher one so we can go into this fight against Curtis knowing what could happen. But I was happy to get a win and walk out of there safe.
13 seconds, that's unbelievable. What
I think it was
what
13.
the hell happened?
Well, he came forward for some reason and I don't think he learned last time.
What, he tried to land a big one on you?
He tried to land a big one and then he hit me once. And then I know just reactions took over. I just started throwing anything.
Just saw
But
red.
that was the first time I felt 10 ounces on my head.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
How'd it feel?
it felt nice. It felt different.
Yeah. Well, that's how everyone else feels when you hit them with it too.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
That's-
but got the knockout win
Yeah.
and pulled up good.
Oh, sweet now. Just ready for that fight on March 13th.
So March 13th, big fight, Curtis Scott. Curtis Scott's been training the house down, looks good, tough opponent for you. Why did you get into boxing?
To be honest, I was going through a dark spot when I was coming after football. I didn't know if I wanted to play NRL anymore. And then I was sitting in my room, Husk gave me a call. And there was blokes, my teammates, ex-teammates like Tom Moyne and Josh Alloway reached out and go, do you want to do boxing? And I said, yeah, I might as well. And they said, there's money in for you, you can do it. And that was the only reason why I got into it. I've been fighting as a little kid, just fighting kids on the park and that, but nothing legal. So it's good to know the boxing, on the boxing side, the technical side, but I'm enjoying it.
So you've always been able to throw a punch.
Yeah, but I always throw a punch, but to take one's different. When it's legal, when it's different. Yeah, but when you street fight, it's all about adrenaline takes over, and you just throw whatever you can. Yeah.
And so what have you learned from boxing?
What I've learned from boxing is you just got to make sure you have your hands up most of the time. Because if you don't, you're going to get hit. So if you get hit in the face clean, you've done something wrong. That's what I've learned. There's a lot of discipline that goes along with it. And I think when you're not, especially in sparring, when you're not showed up on time and you're not getting ready for your warm-up and doing the right things, it's similar to an NRL game. If you're not ready, you're going to lose. And a bit like sparring, you're going to get hurt. And it's not fun getting punched in the face for free.
Oh, absolutely. It's tough. That's really tough. One thing that I find with boxing is that I find the fitness that's required for boxing, one is completely different to footy, but I feel like it's a lot harder too.
People say it's weird. NRL, I've got to say, is one of the toughest sports
Absolutely.
anyone can play. But it's different to boxing. As just boxing, you only can rely on yourself. So if you make a mistake, you're going to pay for it. When in NRL, it's a lot harder in running. I think NRL plays a lot fitter in a different sense. But when it comes to being tough, you have to have a different switch when it comes to boxing. You've got to want to get hit and come forward. And some people in NRL don't have that, and that's where the big difference is.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of people in NRL. There's a lot of guys who are interested in fighting, who want to fight, but when it comes to the crunch, they sort of haven't followed through. What's different for you?
I think they brought out that rule when Gal hit the shit out of who was it? Nate? Was that one of the Origins? And I think me and Chambers had one stage where it just came out, and I remember if you threw a punch, you were out the whole game. And I was thinking, I'll just throw it. I'll be sitting out. But it was a good game.
Yeah.
And it was a close game, so I didn't want to throw one because if you throw one, you're out the game. So I was thinking, nah. But if it was early in the game, we were losing, I would have thrown one and just walked off. I was, oh, there you go. Easy day.
That's fair enough. I mean, Gallen did. It was after that Miles fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Miles fight. I think it was
Yeah.
Miles fight, and then they said, you throw one, it's you're off. I think it was sent off.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was a sent off.
I think the problem with Gallen is that he looked so good when he was throwing punches.
I know, and then he said, yeah.
Then you had a fight.
Well, Gal was a tough bloke, man. I'll give credit to him, man. He made it so much more interesting because for now, footy players like myself and players come through, they just want to be boxers as well. But as I said, you got to have a different tick to want to do it. And Gal was that kind of person. He was just a tough guy and just never gave up. So,
I hated him on the footy field, eh?
oh, fuck, I'll tell you a story about him. I wanted to fight him. I still want to fight him if he still wants it. But I think he's retired. He's a good fella. But he stepped on my hand in my rookie year, my second game of the year. And he still remembers it because I've always brought it up to him and he always, shut up, bro. Fuck it. I just want to punch his head in. Because I remember playing the ball and my hand's on the ground. As I'm about to stand up, he stood on me and he looked at me and I was, you fucking fat fuck. Oh. But I was skinny back then, so I couldn't say it. Yeah. He literally stood on my hand and looked at me and I was, you fucking grub. That's where I knew, fuck, he's a grub.
Yeah.
But then I just said, I was like, he's just a competitor.
Yeah.
You know, he just wants to get it over you.
Yeah.
And that's what I admire about him. He just didn't give a shit and he wanted to win.
Yeah.
And that was his mentality.
No, it was very much a love-hate, right? Eh?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
You love what he achieves, but you hate him because...
Oh, fuck, yeah.
And it was okay because he was good as well. So it was okay to hate on him because he was really good. And he was the guy, whenever you come up against Cronulla, you knew that you had to try and take him down. Did you ever get a chance to get any payback on him?
Oh, I think I need him in the groin. Not the groin, the thigh. I think because when he got down, every time I ran at him, I used to, like, it's weird because you can't really see in the TV, but only when you're up close you can feel it. And I used to try to rip his head the other way. It was weird. But he's that tough because he just looks at you like, yeah. I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
He can't do anything.
And he just kept going.
He'll do it back to you.
Yeah.
So every time I see him, I'll just wait for him, see what he does, and I'll just grab his fucking something. I remember but he's a tough dude.
No, very tough.
I love Gallen, the way he played, and just how he just never gave up. That was his mentality.
And he was tough as a fighter too, wasn't he?
Oh, man. I think that fight against Hooney, Justice Hooney, that fight then, and how many punches he took, and just kept going forward.
Yeah.
It just showed what kind of type of character he was, just never gave up. Fuck, I thought he was going to get dropped one stage. No, just kept going. Went to the bell, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no, they stopped it just
it.
before, like there was
Was
nothing, no time left pretty much, and they stopped it.
Fuck, he did well, man. Wasn't it 10
Real good.
rounds?
Yeah, 10 rounds.
Shit, man.
So how does your fighting style compare to him? Because, I mean, you've had 3 fights, but we haven't got to see a whole lot of you because you've ended it early. You haven't got the chance to really showcase what you got. Are you a tough fighter like Gal, or what what sort of fighter are you?
Oh, to be honest, I don't know yet. I haven't got an opponent to push me to that limit. So, in sparring is different. I can do a bit of sparring, but sparring is different to boxing. It's a bit like training in NRL. You train, everyone looks good. It comes to game
Couple
day.
of training tries.
Yeah. Everyone loves training tries, and then go to game day, they go missing. I don't want to do that. So when it comes to fighting Curtis, it's going to be a test for me, and I can't wait. Can't wait for it. And if he comes forward, I'll go forward, and we both meet in the middle, and one of us drop. It's going to be good for the fans. Well, one of us is going to be sleeping, and it's part of it.
Do you think that that's what people want? People want to see one of you guys go to sleep?
Well, definitely. We're the most hated people in NRL, I think, after Gallen. But he's one person that's more hated than me. That's weird. So, but for us, it's about showcasing there's more to us than just the people we are, that people think we are.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I enjoyed boxing, because people don't really know me.
Yeah.
They only see me, the grub, apparently.
Why do you think people hated you on the footy field?
Because I was a bit like Gallen, but in a different way. So I just didn't give a shit too. So if someone did something to me, I wasn't the bully. I was never the instigator, unless I felt that team was being a bully to my teammates. So I would be the bully back to them. So that's what I was. So if you try to bully our team, I'm going to show you what bully is, because I can do it if you want it.
Have you got any memorable clashes that you had on the field? Anyone that you really enjoyed being that bully to?
Oh, no, I wasn't. Nah.
Or anyone that you really wanted to be that bully to?
Well, Nelson was a big fucking thing.
Huge.
So when we played against Kiwis, he was just wrecking our team, man. He was just fucking absolutely running over everyone. And he took a tap. And I was like, I'm going to fucking hurt you right now. I don't give a shit. And you can ask the voice. So he ran off the tap, and it was just me. I ran straight up to him. And he's so fucking big.
Yeah.
And I went over the top. I hit him right here. It wasn't even the high shot. I hit him there, got on the ground. And then as he's on the ground, I just elbowed everything. And he gets up, and he's laughing because they got a penalty. I was like, fuck, come again. It's the same thing is going to happen. Same thing. I don't care. If you run at me, I'm going to do the same thing. That's how I took into games. Like, I didn't care how big you were. He had 2 arms, I got 2 arms. You got 2 legs, I got 2 legs. It's just a matter of will. And that's how I was when I played. So I didn't really care how big he was. And I just wanted to hurt him and show him that, fuck, you try to pick on my team, I'm going to show you something. There's a difference between someone wanting it. So, but they still smashed us. I think they beat us fucking 40 to fucking nil or something.
They're a good team, though.
Yeah, the Kiwis, man.
Yeah. Now, Nelson had a fight.
Yeah, he
last
did.
year.
Yeah, it was good to see, man. Wasn't it Jarrell Wallace?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Jarrell Wallace. He got knocked out. Or did he get knocked out or did he get stopped?
Yeah, he got stopped.
Yeah, but I seen an uppercut. Fuck.
The uppercut, yeah.
Yeah, so see what I mean? Like, you got to watch what you're doing. And Wallace was very uncareful.
Yeah.
He was trying to rush in and didn't think he'll throw an uppercut. Got cleaned up.
How do you reckon you'd go against Nelson in the ring?
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see it. But Nelson, if he wants it, we can have it. But if he wants it, I've said that. I said that to my Hassan. I said, I'd love to take Nelson because he's a big guy and the big man in the gym and that. I mean, in the team. I'd love to take a fight with him.
Sounds like you always want to take on the biggest, toughest, baddest person that you can.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I like to do because I don't. He's just a big fucking human. I just hate big guys. You know what I mean? I just hate it. So the other one when we played, I think he was I didn't know Petro Seven was a, but I played against him and he was a fucking big human.
Yeah.
But I never knew how nice the guy was. But I was a dirty bastard when I was little. So when I used to knee him too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You need Petro. You can't
Petro.
need
But
Petro's
Petro
the
wouldn't know
nicest
because I
bloke
was
on
like,
the field.
Yeah, no, I didn't know how nice he was. But I need him because I was like, fuck, you too big.
But he was good.
He was good, but
Yeah.
he was too good and too big. So you're too big, you're getting it. Bang. Yeah. I used to do it to everyone. There's some a feeder, Andrew. That's what me, Andrew used to get a lot. So there's a technique, but I shouldn't say it. Should I say it? Because I'm retired.
Well, you're retired now.
I'm retired now. So there's a
It's in
technique
the
to it.
past.
So big guys that run at me. There's you young fellas out there that want to learn this technique. Jeremy Smith taught me this. So when big guys are running at you and they're so big, you can't freaking smash them up top. So you get ready. As they come in, you lead with your knee, you knee them on the thigh. As you knee them on the thigh, they come forward, it fucking kills.
Yeah.
And you magically get corked on the thigh. And the best thing, when they play the ball and they start limping, you're like, yeah, I got him. Yeah, there's a semi-final, 2016, at home in Canberra. He runs off the kickoff and runs straight at me. I knew he was going to run straight at me. And he gets off of the ground, but he ran hard. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It hurt me too. But as he played the ball, I was running back looking at him and he limps. I was like, oh, I got him. Yeah. So it's a little trick, man. You gotta learn ways to win.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I was. I wasn't the biggest, so I couldn't fucking take on those props. So I had to find a way to get him.
I love that. I love it and I hate it because I'm a prop too. So
Yeah. You know, but fuck. It was you too, but I didn't even got to play against you.
No, I think I stepped you.
You know.
I think I saw your knee coming and I stepped you, dropped the left foot.
I swear, I use my knees all the time, man. It was bad.
So what about, I know that there's a lot of spraying that goes on the edges because obviously you get bored out there when the
Yeah.
ball's not on your side. A lot of chat happens. Were you more about chat or more about action on the edge?
More action. I think Chambers but he is one of the funniest guys to ever be on the football field, man. He can spray. You can hear him on the other side of the field, man. That's why it was funny. I think we'll play him. I think Justin Olam was there. I was playing my side. I don't know, one of them. And he was on the other side of the centre. And he comes and goes, oh, he's giving it to you. I was like, you're not even fucking on my side. What are you doing here? And he came and took to play the ball, dummy half, ran on the short side and just started giving me shit. And he's all on the other side. You go, get the fuck back on the other side. You know, but that's how he was.
Yeah.
You know, he fed off that.
Yeah.
So
you didn't get the chance to give him the sneaky knee.
no. I think we elbows and that. Yeah. Little forearms.
I like it.
It was legal back then, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I got taught by you older blokes how to do
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
you know?
Well, there was less camera angles though too, so you could get away with a few little things.
I remember that one, the head when your
Yeah.
head just squeeze the shit out of the head and
Yeah.
put one knee in the other. Yeah,
Yeah.
one ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you grab the ear and you fucking all of that. I was mad. That was good days, man. You can't get away with it now because there's so
No,
many
you
cameras.
can't.
Because I imagine like I could do this. I remember grabbing someone's ear if they're on the ground. I just give my what's called knuckle and just rub it down the ear and it fucking would kill. Because you know who told me that? Jeremy Smith.
Yeah, right.
He used to tell me all this shit, man. From Melbourne.
So who'd you used to get the best reactions out of when you were doing this shit?
Probably at training.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Oh, you did it at training.
Yeah, fuck. I used to teach the boys like
Yeah,
these
right.
little tricks to do this.
Yeah.
And they're oh, that's dirty. You can't do that. So I don't give a fuck if it's dirty. I want to win.
Yeah.
And you do it to him. What he's gonna do? He's gonna be angry the whole game and forget his job. You know, that was the mentality I was thinking of. Because when someone did it to me, I used to think about fucking getting him back.
Yeah.
I forgot about the game.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So someone was good at that. Who was good at that? Chambers was good at it. He used to get me off my game all the time because I'd be worried about him and he'd be on the fucking other side of the field. Yeah.
So did you get in many fights actually on the field?
No, we just used to scuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were always ready.
Yeah, I was ready. I was like, back then, if you punched, you get fined, and they used to take money out.
Yeah.
So I'm not losing $1,000. No,
Yeah.
that's $1,000 that'd be in my pocket. That's why I don't understand. Why do we get fined? I understand if we throw a punch, I reckon you should get fined because it's. But when someone's getting tackled a different awkward way, it doesn't mean to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it just happens.
Yeah.
Or head high and they're slipping. Fuck, that makes me fucking go crazy. But it's NRL.
So there's been, I've touched on before, we've talked about a few of the guys who've fought in the NRL. You've been around some teams where there's been some smokies that, you know, people talk about, they reckon they could fight. Who have you come across in the NRL that you think would be a decent fighter that we sort of haven't seen or haven't heard about?
So I reckon Josh Farley, I know he can throw him. Juniors obviously can throw him, but Tapane, Joseph Tapane, he's got power, man. It's
Good
giant of a
footballer.
man, and he's a killer, man.
Yeah.
He's one of the people that earns his money.
Yeah.
When me, I was like, yeah, I'll turn up this game. He'd turn up every fucking week, you know. Who else? There was. I don't really know, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
but Tyrone Roberts was a little feisty.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that man.
Yeah.
Tyrone. He was my man. Like that guy, anyone went near him. So Josh Papali. So this is how dirty I was. So I didn't even know Josh, but he was running over Tyrone non-stop. And I said, fuck this guy, I'm going to hurt him. But I didn't know Josh, but he was a good guy.
Yeah.
So he ran the ball, and as he was running past me, I literally went past him on purpose. I let him pass me, grabbed his shirt, and then I laid on his hip drop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did that back
before the hip drop was a hip drop.
Yeah, before. So I already knew it would hurt him.
Yeah, right.
Because I've done it to many plays before that. So I let him pass, and I hip dropped him, and then he went off. I was like, Tyrone looked at me, thanks, Buckeyes. I was like, no worries, got you.
You look after your halves, right?
Yeah, man, I always look after him, man. I'll do anything for that dude, bro.
So you spent a lot of time at Canberra. What's some of the best sprays that you've received from a coach? I know Sticky's there in Canberra.
Yeah, heaps, man.
How did you get along with Sticky?
No, he was a good guy, man. We just fell apart at the end. You know, I think it was me. Part of the reason was me as well. But at the same time, Sticky's the type of person. If he's off you, he's off you. You know, so I think that's when I came to terms that it's gonna be hard to fix, and that's why we went our separate ways. And for him to, as a coach, he was a great coach. He knew his things because he was a past player, and you know he did well with the players. But there were so many sprays I've had from him, just like you fucking lazy shit. You know. Well, most of the times I was like, yeah, there's a still there. The boys still talk about this day. They still use me as their measuring tape been the worst runner ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if they see it, they call it the BJ Shuffle. They still call it that.
What is this, the technique? Yeah.
Oh, it's when your back
Or is
goes.
it sounds like a bit of a
you
dance, the
yeah.
BJ Shuffle.
No, you don't. It's not even a dance. You walk faster than how I run. Yeah.
We're going to have to get an example of that.
There's a video clip.
Hopefully
Hopefully Sammy Williams still got the video clip. It's the best video clip you ever see. You should ask him.
Yeah.
And they're doing the test. It's called the MAS test back then.
Yeah, yeah.
And the boys are flying, and you just see this little guy just jogging. So they've already done four laps, and I'm still running on the same spot 10 meters. I've already run 10 meters.
And they've done 4 laps?
They've 4 laps already. That's
Doing the BJ
I
Shuffle.
I couldn't move. My back seized up. Yeah.
Do a little example of it.
No, it was like that. It was honestly like that. You could walk faster than I ran.
Wow.
But I never gave up. That was the thing.
I like that.
I never stopped. That's why I think Ricky was he loved me, because I never gave up. So
Yeah.
I remember we had to do 18 laps. I did that on the 3rd lap. So yeah, I did it on the 3rd lap. But I did all 18. I never stopped. They continue on their games and that. I did the whole 18. Never stopped.
No, I sympathise with you on that, 100%.
Yeah. So you know, I just didn't give up.
But see, with Sticky, like sometimes I tune into Canberra games just to see his spray at the end of it, just to see his reactions if a game's close or if Canberra get dudded, and they get dudded a lot.
Yeah, I know.
They actually get dudded a lot, and that's why I can't wait for this press conference after it.
Well, some of the things he says is true, man.
Yeah.
And I feel him, man. He's an emotional guy, and he wears his heart on his sleeve, and it shows every time, because he coaches those boys, and he's been a player, so he knows what the boys are going through, and the boys can't speak out about it, so he does it for them, and that's why you got to admire about Sticky. He will speak the truth, even if he gets fined, and then it's sad, but he does it because he cares about his players. And you got to give that to him, man.
Yeah, I respect that 100%. Now, Curtis actually played at the Raiders too. Did you and him ever have any clashes on the field?
No, I've never had.
He was always opposite side?
No, he said we were versatile. I've never encountered with him. Like, there's certain players you encountered, you remember. And I don't remember playing him. Like, don't remember playing him once, like a couple of times. No. I think Chase Blair was the only one that, because that Melbourne team, they always switch. If you didn't play good, you're gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Where other clubs I've been at, you play bad 3-4 games, they'll let you know.
Yeah.
You got to play good this game, and then you'll see you later. You know? But Melbourne, if you're inconsistent, 1 or 2 weeks, boom, you're out. So that's why they're a great team. Melbourne.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been there.
Yeah. They've had a lot of success. They've always got really good depth too, don't they?
Yeah. See, and you will understand, like, apparently it's a mad culture down there.
Yeah.
All the boys get along, but everyone knows their standards, apparently. If you don't do this job right, you're not going to get picked the next week.
Yeah.
That's why they're different to other teams.
Yeah.
So.
No, it was weird for me when I went down there, because I used to hate Melbourne before that. I always wanted to pump them, You'd get against Melbourne and you hated everyone in the team.
Were you in that fight?
No, I was on the bench at the time.
So you
I was just
jumped
about
up?
to come on for Darcy.
Yeah.
And then Darcy got into the fight, got 10 minutes, and I had to sit back down. I ended up playing like 20 minutes that game. I was filthy.
Fuck.
It was a good fight, though.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
Not
man.
one punch landed, but it was a mad fight. Yeah.
No, none of them.
No, none of them landed. You watch Glenn Stewart and Adam Blair, they threw about 50. None of them landed.
I thought one of them at least clocked one.
I think Darcy might have got a couple on. Darcy got a few.
Who came flying in? Was it Brett?
Brett, he was fast,
I thought he
beat everyone else there. Yeah.
It's his little brother, that's why.
Yeah, jumped in for the little brother.
The Snake.
The older brother, actually. Yeah, the Snake.
Yeah, the Snake.
Yeah.
He's a legend. You know what I like about Snake? One time I was with Adam Cuthbertson.
Yeah.
And I've never met the Bretshaws. I hated them too. I hate Manly because they're so good. That's when they beat us in the early 2010, 11s. They were just too good. Remember?
Yeah, won the grand final in 2011, yeah.
Yeah, Watmo was just crazy. But first time I went to Manly ever with Cuthbert, and I never met Snake in my life. And he fucking goes, "Oh, mate, come man." Looked after me. I was like, "Fuck, this guy's the man." You're the man. So you're the man. You looked after me. So that's why I love Snake.
Good boys are Stewart boys, real good boys.
Yeah. But apparently all the older boys there and Manly, they look after those young blokes. So that's why they were so good.
No, well, it was. Decade of dominance. Mighty Seagulls. Don't worry about the Mighty Seagulls.
You ran the joint, didn't you?
Would you have ever played for Manly? I think you would have fit in.
Yeah, I would have fit in, yeah. Knowing the Manly team now, like, fuck, it's actually good. They were good boys.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were good boys like that.
Yeah.
So if I knew that, I would have.
Yeah.
I was just Bondi, Manly, never got along. You know how it was.
Yeah, of course, of course.
I seen Will Chambers fight, and it was Queensland under 18s, wasn't it?
Yeah, right.
He flogged the shit out of some guys in New South Wales. But this is when he was a youngster. Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
I don't think I have.
Yeah. Chambers, yeah. But this is when he was wearing headgear. I thought it was Jonathan Thurston
Yeah, right.
at the time. I was like,
Yeah.
Jono fucking...
You can throw him.
I was like, what the fuck? But it was Chambers. Yeah, everyone told me it was Chambers. And he was, I think it was Jared Hayne. That's right. Jared Hayne and him. And he pumped Jared Hayne. I remember.
Yeah. I don't think Hainsey could fight though.
Yeah, but Hainsey was trying to look like he could fight.
Yeah, yeah.
But he, boom, it just got him, man.
I suppose when you talk the talk, you got to be able to back it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, he threw it, man. And I was like, that's why when we were standing there, me and Chambers, because I remember Tyrone telling me that's Chambers. So when there's this footage of me and him holding, ready to throw him. But I had my clock back, waiting for him to throw one, so I was going to miss and just throw at the top. Yeah, but nothing happened. He just let go, and he played the ball.
So you even had technique for your footy fights. So what is the technique to a footy fight? If someone's
Grab a
about
jersey. You got to grab that jersey.
Yeah,
Grab a firm, because you can just clock them anywhere.
yeah,
You know, like grab them anyway. So once you get them tight, if someone doesn't have you tight, then you're gone. Because then you can just rip them and just fucking. Because wherever your shirt goes, your head's got to go.
so it's just all right hands.
Yeah, it's all right hands. And then once you get him right hand, and he's trying to lay the top, let go, and then left hook, right, you know, something in there.
I like it. I like it.
It's
So-
worse when, and then we got taught, this is in the early days at Bondi, never grab your teammate, grab the other guy.
Of course.
And wrap his hands. So I remember Kate Snowden, they had a fight. I tried to grab Russell Packer. But Russell Packer was that fucking wide. You couldn't fucking grab him. So they were punching. But Kate got him a couple of times.
Yeah, right.
That was a fight. And yeah, it was in New Zealand. Yeah, it was a proper fight. Yeah, Kate Snowden could throw him.
He could throw him.
Yeah, Kate Snowden. The big prop.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
massive.
Mate, he was a gun when he was at Cronulla.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, I do remember.
Played a couple of New South Wales games. But I thought he was one of the best forwards at the time. Kate Snowden.
So we've touched on a few blokes who can fight in rugby league. If you had your opportunity, who's the top 5 players that you would love to bash on the foot? And you can choose footy field fight or fight in the ring.
Well, Curtis is one of them, because Curtis is now, it's actually happening. Gal was one other one, but he's retired.
Why Gal?
Because I was still holding that grudge against him. He held him step on my hand. And that hurt, man. I didn't complain. But the fact I never get a chance to get him back. Even those little elbows, doesn't beat him stepping on my hand. I remember that. He had stud boots back then. It was the
Big metal ones.
Big metal ones. Bang. I think my fucking van's still fucked up from that. So, yeah. Him. Who else would have been? Solomon, because he's so fucking massive.
Yeah,
He's just too big.
he's too big.
I don't like too big players.
And
Like
you
anyone
you
that was,
the big bad boy.
yeah,
boys.
like those big fucking people, I just didn't like. I just hated big guys because I used to think, fuck, I want to bash you. I don't know why. It was just the way I was.
You had a few. Did you play with Shillington and Leroy Lars and them guys? They were massive.
No, Schilling was coming back at the back end of his time.
Yep.
When I was playing, and I remember playing Canberra. I was at night and we rolled them.
Yeah, right.
Leroy Lars was there, big, but he was
He was
like
massive.
but he was a big human, but
Yeah,
he was a good guy.
yeah, he was a good guy.
That's why I hated playing people and going out after, because
And
they're
you'd
good
meet
guys.
'em. Yeah,
and
yeah.
you get to meet them, and
Yeah.
I want to hate you.
Well, that's what I struggled with at Melbourne. I hated them for so long, and then they were all nice guys.
Yeah, they're all,
Yeah.
yeah. They're pricks on the field. Fuck,
Yeah.
Melbourne boys.
Who's a guy that you regretted bullying on the field, and then you met him and he was a good dude?
Nah, no one really. Nah, they're all good dudes, man. Every NRL, it's just me. I think it's a me problem.
You're the only bad guy.
I think I'm the only. I don't know. I just didn't like big guys because I just thought, man, they're bigger than everyone. They're gonna hurt everyone. So I just thought, fuck, I want to hurt them back.
Okay, what about Curtis? What don't you like about Curtis?
I think it was when he punched the shit out of Walker. and Walker didn't even get a punch in him. I remember that, and I was just like, fuck. At least let him throw one back. But I think he just got pumped that time. So that's probably the only reason I want to fight him.
So you're going to fly the flag for Dylan Walker?
Yeah, hopefully.
He might even be in your corner for this one.
Yeah, it'll be good.
We'll have to find out what he's doing. Try and
yeah, no, that was the only reason, like, because I've never seen Curtis. I know he was a fiery guy at Melbourne, but I never got encountered with him in the field. So that's why I don't remember playing against him. And then when that guy brought up that stat, I've won 0, against him. I was about to say, fuck, that's...
I think he's 6-0 against you or
was
something
he?
like that. Yeah.
But then I was like, I was going to say to him, does he have 2 dirty M's? I was going to say I was going to beat that up. So I was going to say, like, fuck, if he played against me, he would have known. He would have remembered me. But I don't remember playing him.
You remember the knee.
You would remember the knee or the elbow or the fist.
You've got everything. You've got every trick.
No,
in
I
the
swear
bag.
that was how it was when you played back then. You remember those old school days. If you got tackled, you go down and make sure you're going down like that because you're getting something. I remember. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Was there any more players on your list that you would have loved to get the opportunity to get your hands on?
No, not really, to be honest. I don't know. I can't remember because I've forgotten about rugby league. As soon as I left it, I left the football. Pretty much deleted all my social media with NRL. So all my NRL, Super League, all that, I just turned them all off, unfollowed them. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The boys asked me who's playing this week. I said, I don't know. Don't ask me that question. I still support the boys that play.
Yeah.
But then that, I just don't watch it, to be honest.
What's your best memories of playing footy, though?
Probably my best memories of playing football is just seeing the boys after the game. You know, that's what I miss the most. Is win or lose, you're there together and you're sharing a beer, saying "fuck, we should have done this," and then you're at a drink up with the boys, and they give you shit. Oh, fuck, why don't you tackle that guy? He ran over you all day, and you're like, "Fuck off." You know what I mean? Like, those banters. That's what I miss. You know, that's what the ones I miss. So,
do you find that in the boxing gym now, though?
Oh, yeah, nah. Boxers, because it's a bit different tick for boxers. You talking shit about someone, they're coming up. You're sparring them straight away.
So there's no sledging for you in the boxing gym then?
Nah. I've got a total respect for those boxers, man, because they've been doing that since they're young kids. And for me to come and try to tell them or tease them, just disrespectful in that sense. But I'll never do it to them, man. They work too hard for it.
You seem to have every trick in the book in rugby league, every little dirty trick to get under your opponent's skin. Have you learnt any for boxing?
No, I can't tell you. I'll tell you after my career box is finished.
So we've got to just stay tuned, Mark.
Stay tuned, and then maybe I'll tell you after the fight. You'll probably see it. Yeah.
So going back to footy again, some of your best memories, we talked about some of your best memories. We talked about some of your best experiences. Who are some of the guys that you really enjoyed playing with, or some of your favourite coaches that you got to play under?
I enjoyed playing pretty much the whole Canberra team. Newcastle, Tyrone Roberts was probably my favourite halfback because he could tackle.
Yeah,
and he could
I love
hit.
Tyrone. He can play footy too.
The only thing is he got injured.
Yeah.
And if he didn't get injured, he played Origin easy.
Yeah, 100%.
He was my pick to play Origin. You know, there's a lot of great players. Minicello.
Yeah.
When Mini was there.
Yeah.
I used to idolise him, man, because he was a fuck.
Shredded, eh?
Mate, I never knew. He was more shredded at fucking, 38 when he was?
He's still shredded now.
Yeah. When I first got into the league, my NRL preseason, he was more shredded than me, and I was only 17 at the time. I said, fuck, how do you keep looking so good? Apparently he's on this organic thing. I said, nah, my pay doesn't match up to how much it costs at that time. Yeah.
Why do you think you like Canberra so much? Because a lot of people hate on Canberra as there's nothing happening in Canberra.
I think it was a good thing for me because there's no lifestyle out there. Where Sydney was, I knew too many people, get up to mischief, party 3 times a week, 3 times a night during the week. And Canberra, you couldn't do that because everyone knows everyone. And if you're out this place, Sticky's going to find out anyway. So you don't want that. You don't want the coach finding out. When the coach starts finding out where you're at certain times during the night, you're in big trouble. So
100%.
I never did anything to hurt the team, but I like to do things especially like I like to play poker, so I never used to go with the boys.
Did you win much?
Yeah, poker, not pokies.
What's you got a good poker face? What's the key?
Nah, well, yeah, you just gotta have a good poker face, and you gotta pretend like those money that is not real money. So that's how you win. If you have to go all in, you got to go all in and make sure. I've bluffed a couple of guys off. Yeah,
Who's your best
I played for a straight flush. Never had nothing. Only had about a 3 and a 7, I think. And a flush came out on the turn, and I bet like I had it. And I just go, and the river I just went all in. And the old mate was just in there like, "What do you got?" He had 2 pair.
Yeah.
And he didn't call. But I was checking him. I checked and he bet and I re-raised when the turn came. So I got him and he was filthy. So, and then the river, he folded when I went all in. So, yeah.
So poker player, football player, boxer. There's pretty much everything in your repertoire.
Tennis player.
Tennis player.
Don't forget the tennis player.
Yeah.
I used to be, I'm a good tennis player. Liam Knight's probably the best tennis player I've ever played
Liam
with.
Knight.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I haven't played him.
Watch him play. Oh, he's a freak.
He's good.
Yeah, apparently he's a freak. I thought I was a freak. Until I versed him, I couldn't hit the ball back. Yeah. He's got this, he's sort of like Federer. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He's
I
that
remember
good.
Tony Williams was pretty good.
Tony Williams?
Tony Williams was good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, I never knew that.
Called himself Serena.
Serena?
Yeah.
Serena.
No, he was good though. He was good.
Oh, well, I must be Venus.
So tennis player as well. Well, look, what can we expect from you on March 13th?
You probably expect a more focused Joey, a guy that's willing to go out there and showcase his skills and try to go for the knockout. If the knockout's not there, won't present itself, then I'm going to box. And then it's going to go down to the wire, I reckon. It's either one of those. I think it's either who's going to showcase their boxing skills or it's going to come out to a knockout. It's one of those.
Can we expect anything on the walkout? Because what I loved about your debut with us, when you debuted with us, completely unexpected, the big Mexican hat, you come out with the dance moves, and you look slick in the ring too. Yeah. You had some really nice movement in the ring. Is there any little secrets that you got up your sleeve for this fight?
Well, I had one last week. I came out to the game. You know the game?
Yeah.
Remember the Triple H song?
Yeah.
It's time to play the game. I just wish I had the water.
Yeah.
I would have. You know, I got one. I got one ready.
You got one?
I got another one. Yeah,
So
you'll
we've got
see.
something good to expect on March 7th.
Yeah.
All right. No, well, I look forward to it. And I thank you for giving your time today and sharing some good yarns with us. And we do look forward to your fight on March 13th against Curtis Scott. Big fight, heavyweights, coming in ready to throw them.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No worries.
Thanks,
All right.
George.
Well, thank you for tuning in to the No Limit Boxing podcast again. Don't forget to like, share, comment. Anything that you want to see in the future, let us know. Jump on there and jump in the comments section. Let us know. Keep subscribing. Keep tuning in on every channel that we're available on. And I look forward to seeing you next week.